Hi, FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitchin',
episode 138.
Read the notes, Pam.
I know, I didn't glance down in time.
15 plus 15 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 25 plus 25 plus 30 plus 10 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3 is 138 because mathematics.
Mathematics. There you go.
Hi,
everybody.
Hello, friends.
Welcome back.
How are we today?
It's another Sunday night. So.
And this is another FlossTube video. This is a YouTube channel about cross-stitch. My name is Stephanie. Her name is Pam.
I'm the mom.
I'm the daughter.
She's the daughter.
In case anyone is wondering what the relationship is here.
Yeah. That's
she birthed me.
Yeah. Yeah.
32 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Little over. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Hope you're good.
I'm great, thanks. Thanks.
Anyway, see what we did there. Oh, we didn't take down our Valentine's.
It's okay, Pam. Today's March 1st. I mean, calm down.
So, this is like the terrible Tues that extend beyond being 2 years old.
Just calm
There's like
down.
no firm border here. No firm boundary, I should say. Anyway, welcome to the crazy.
Yes.
Because it is getting crazy, is it not? On FlossTube, everybody is super manic about market.
Yes.
I just had an idea that I'll share with you.
Okay.
After recording.
Okay.
Including Stephanie.
Yes. And so
who is headed to market at the end of the week.
Yes. So today we watched some FlossTube.
We did.
And we watched Julie, Kansas City girl in a Colorado world.
Yeah. Hey, Jules.
And I didn't know we're on a Jules basis. Okay.
Stop it.
Stop it. And she did a really great job of explaining what market is. Yeah. And so I'm going to give credit to her and try and explain it as good as she did. So Nashville Needlework Market is an annual trade show that is held in Nashville, Tennessee, here in the States. Once a year, it is always the first full weekend of March. A lot of people thought that it was this weekend, and it's technically today is the first day of March, yes, but it's the first full weekend of March. Mm-hmm. So it starts next weekend. The buying begins on Friday evening. There with a little sort of preview, but not all the shops are open. And then Saturday morning, then all the shops open and you buy stuff.
Oh, the shops don't open?
Not all of them do. It's optional. From at least it was last year. It might be different this year, but I'm pretty confident that it's optional on Friday. Okay. So basically how it works is that it is not open to the public. It is only open. You can only shop if you have a business. If you are either a brick and mortar needlework shop or you have an online needlework shop. Mm-hmm. So I work for Barbara Hills, who is the owner of Keepsakes, which is our local needlework shop. And I am probably my biggest responsibility at Keepsakes is doing all of the ordering for the shop, for special orders, for customers, all the things. And so therefore, it only makes sense that I go with her. I've been in charge of collecting all of the market pre-orders for our customers here and abroad. And so it is a cash and carry show, so we are able to go in and purchase the items and take them home with us. This is the first year that Keepsakes has actually placed pre-orders with designers, which has been I think at the end of the day is going to be really time saving for us. Mm-hmm. And so it lasts all weekend. There's classes and things that go on throughout the weekend, but the main event is the buying. So it's at an Embassy Suites Hotel. I like how you're just mouthing the funny things I say. So it's at an Embassy Suite Hotels, and if you're not familiar, it's a hollowed out hotel. So the rooms are like all around the middle of the hotel.
It's an Embassy Suites.
Yes.
It's the Embassy Suites in Nashville.
Right, but people might not know what an Embassy Suites looks like.
Oh.
So I'm trying to help them with a visual aid.
Oh, okay.
So basically, different cross-stitch designers will get a room at the Embassy Suite Hotel, and they will transform it into the world of whatever their design label is.
Right.
Okay? So, like, we go into Heart and Hand's room, and it is the world of Heart and Hand. And so then we, as shop employees, owners, whatever, we go into each shop, and we buy the things that we know that our customers will love, and then we bring them back home with us.
So it's like full immersion kind of thing.
Full-fledged immersion.
Once you step into that
Yes.
room.
Yes. And so, how it basically, it's insanity, it's madness, it's so much fun, it's super busy, and it's...
Okay, so compared to Galleria, which a lot of people might have gone to.
Okay.
Which is a open to the public
trade show
event.
Yeah.
Is it, how much more crowded is Market than Galleria?
It's probably, okay, so there are 2 extra floors than there are at Galleria.
So.
Yeah, because it's a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th floor.
Oh. Okay.
And so Galleria is only 1.5-ish, right?
Oh.
So, or 2.5-ish.
Oh.
So there's that many more floors. So it's maybe just as crowded, but there's that many more floors, and so there's that many more people.
So
right?
People are more dispersed.
Correct.
Okay.
So there are some rooms that are more crowded than others at certain particular times. Like there are rooms that will open on Saturday morning and there's no room to get in.
Yeah.
People will be waiting at the door.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So, Barbara's gone for many years. This will be my 2nd year going. I am very excited about it. Again, thank you to everyone who has sent in a Market pre-order. At this point, we will be happy to take a Market pre-order from you. If you have not sent one in to us yet and you would like to, I would be more than happy to take that pre-order. However, at this time, we have sent in our pre-orders to the designers, the majority of them. There are a few that we did not send pre-orders into. So, worst case scenario is we get to a room and they're sold out of something that we need.
Right.
Sending a pre-order in guarantees that we'll get that stuff that we ordered. Mm-hmm. So then I don't have to worry about, like, I need to make it to so-and-so's room because so-and-so's going to be sold out.
If you have 6 pre-orders of a particular design from a particular designer.
Yeah.
When you walk into that designer's room, you're able to pick those 6 up and take them home.
They have a bag with the name Keepsakes on it, and they say, here you go.
So what you're starting to say is that
I'd be happy to pick up extras, but there's no guarantee there will be extras.
Yeah, because designers will only bring a set quantity of what they predict they will sell.
Correct. And what we did last year...
Or what they can logistically bring.
Correct. And what we did last year was we did not do any pre-orders with designers. So, and there are a lot of shops that don't do that at all either. So those shops, what they do, instead of just going around to every room and picking up bags with their name on it, they go in and they say, I need 8 of this, I need 6 of this. And sometimes the designers are sold out of that stuff. What happens if they're sold out is that we order it, we pay for it there, they ship it to us. Maybe a week, 10 days after Market.
Right.
So there's just that little bit of a waiting period.
Yeah.
But there's been such a high demand. Last year we had 58 pre-order customers. This year we have 68 so far.
Okay.
So, which is good. More is always better.
But realistically, I mean, I know there's people that are
like, I want it now.
Clearly excited.
Yeah.
But you don't... I would find it difficult to believe that someone is fully prepared to kit a new design up and stitch it immediately after Market. Maybe I'm being unrealistic. I know there's super excitement, but if you can't wait a week or 10 days
after
following Market, then I don't know. I guess I'll reserve judgment.
I think it's the appeal of getting the new, everybody likes stash, all the excitement about I want it too, I want to add it to my stash, which believe me, your girl can appreciate.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've given her my pre-order.
Exactly.
I'm not saying I don't get it. I don't get it. Because I do. But I'm just saying that if you happen to
don't
be
take the time to place
one
a
of
pre-order,
those people that is going to not have something back at your LNS, local needlework shop, immediately upon their return, you should be able to wait a week or so.
Yeah, I would think.
I'm thinking.
And so Barbara and I are leaving Friday morning, bright and early, and we will return Sunday evening. Keepsakes will be open at 11 a.m. on Monday, March 9th. For our market day.
Yeah.
If you are someone who has placed a pre-order through Keepsakes and you live locally, you can pick up your pre-order at 11 a.m. on Monday. Boy,
that's going to be a madhouse, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you don't come on Monday, March 9th, I'm not going to sell your stuff.
No.
It'll be there. We will contact you, whatever.
Yeah.
If you placed a pre-order through Keepsakes and you do not live locally. If we don't contact you or call you on Monday, March 9th, please don't freak out.
Because you're going to be so busy.
We're going to be busy.
People are going to be showing up. Now, so you obviously fulfill the pre-orders.
Yeah.
But if some extras are available.
We ordered extras for the shop.
You factored that in. So if somebody is new to this whole concept, but
so for example,
they show up on market day, there's going to be unclaimed new
for sure
charts
for sure
in the shop. And I think that goes for just about every shop around the country.
Yes.
Right?
And so
as well as the online.
Yeah. So well, the online, I don't want to speak to the online. You're going to have to talk to them about that. Because I was actually talking to Julie at Gulf Coast.
Because they have to post. So that takes extra time?
No, they just don't have a market day that they need to prepare for.
Oh, I see.
You know, they don't have a shop that they need
to display everything.
Display all the things.
Out. Okay.
So, like, for example, today, Paulette from Plum Street Samplers, her pre-order was due. So, I have an surprise Excel spreadsheet, and where I have Plum Street Samplers, the room number, all of her releases, and then I have 3 columns: the customer pre-orders, the middle column is anyone who wants it after the pre-order is due, and then how many we're getting for the shop.
Gotcha.
Got it. Good. And then when I placed the order with Paulette, it just totaled all 3 columns up.
Gotcha.
So that's how that works.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see how much time it saves, because it sounds crazy that the amount of time it takes when you're in someone's room and they have, let's say, 5 new releases, the amount of time it takes for Barbara and I to stand there and say, how many do you think we should get for the shop? For every chart, that takes up time.
Oh, sure.
You think that
just the discussion between the 2 of you.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times we're on the same page, but just to like confirm or whatever, it takes time. And so we've already done that.
That's good.
So we're hoping that it will save us some time.
You've got your ducks in line.
We do. And then so my disclaimer, my pre-market disclaimer.
Yeah.
And I posted a little bit about this in my Instagram post today, but within this community, I wear a lot of hats, right? So like right now I'm wearing my FlossTuber hat. When I'm at market, I wear my Keepsakes hat. That hat takes precedent over all other hats in that moment.
Right.
And so a lot of people will say, post stuff and and I don't have time for that. Yeah. I mean, I don't mean to sound harsh or rude or mean, but my priority.
You're in business mode.
Correct. So like my priority is my job at Keepsakes and to organize all the stuff we buy and get special orders organized.
And take a clipboard?
Absolutely. I have a market clipboard, actually. Thank you.
Just like I know she has a market notebook.
I do.
Because I've seen it.
Yes. And so that, like, my number one priority is that. I think what I did last year was, like, at night when we got back to the hotel after dinner, I made an Instagram story.
Yeah.
But I don't have enough time the way I do at Galleria to like go around and take video of people's rooms.
Right.
A lot of times like designers will bring complete sets of things that have not been released to the public yet, and they don't want us to share it with the public. And I like to respect the time of the designer and the time of my boss.
Yeah.
And if she's sitting there waiting for me to stop making an Instagram story, I feel like that's a little
that's rude.
Yeah.
That's just rude.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you are going to market, I hope that if we pass each other in the hallway that you stop and say hello.
Absolutely.
I most definitely have time for that. We are not staying at the Embassy Suites. Barbara has never done that. And so it's just because when we go back to our room after market closes for the day, we still have a whole night of work ahead of us.
Yeah.
So that is my market spiel. I am so excited to go. I was telling Kia the other day that I feel so much more prepared than I did last year.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt way prepared last year, but now I feel...
Now you're on turbo.
And anyone who I have text messaged or Insta messaged or asked a question to and have answered me, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that's where our focus has been pretty much all week.
Yes.
And also we've been looking and reading all of the comments from last week's video.
Mm-hmm.
And we are continuing with our meager efforts to connect in-person stitchers who do not have a group or a local community and would like to have an in-person stitching buddy / friend. And so in that realm...
what do we call that, Pam?
Did I not say?
You did not say.
I didn't even mention the hashtag.
No, you did not.
All right, people, you ready?
Yep.
Here's the hashtag. And you know with hashtags, it's the pound sign.
Yes.
It's the number sign. That's a hashtag.
Yes.
And usually when you do a hashtag, you squish all the words together. There's no space between the words, okay? I hope I'm not talking down to people, but
nope.
I'm pretty active on Instagram, and I see some people that don't know the difference between a hashtag and when you're
trying to tag someone.
When you're trying to tag someone, and that's different.
Yes.
So in this situation, we're talking about hashtag Stitch Harmony. This is a play on the dating website eHarmony, and that's where we kind of got the idea.
Yes.
So, that being said, we got a lovely comment from a woman named Moogie Brady.
Moogie
or Moogie? I don't know.
I like Moogie.
I follow the Boston Red Sox. We just lost Mookie Betts.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's that
Is
kind
it
of
spelled the same
pronunciation. Mookie was Mooke.
Well, that's Moogie.
Well, it's the same double O. So
Okay.
anyway, darling.
Sorry. As we argue
Mookie
over
Brady. She says, first she says, she tagged girlfriends. Okay?
Girlfriend.
With the @ symbol.
Yes.
Okay? And then she said, this is such a great idea. Thanks for facilitating a truly needed network. I've been looking at all the threads, and it's amazing to see how many stitchers need a buddy. I live in deep South Texas, McAllen to be exact. That's still 4 hours south of San Antonio.
That's crazy. That's frickin' Mexico.
So holler if you're in the RGV. And I had to think about RGV.
Thank you. Did you look it up?
But for half a second, I figured it out.
What is it?
Say it with me, folks. Rio Grande Valley.
Okay.
All right? So,
Gotcha.
anyway,
Okay, so
anybody in South Texas, and I mean South Texas.
Like Mexico, Texas. So how this works is, I'm going to call her Moogie. Moogie is our featured subscriber, our Stitch Harmony featured subscriber. So, basically what that means...
Commenter, not subscriber necessarily.
Commenter, yeah, right. Good point. So, basically, if you live in McAllen, Texas, or in the RGV, Then, and you are in the market for a stitching buddy.
In the market for it.
Yes, then you need to comment on this video, episode 138. And then, Mookie, you need to go look at all the comments in this video and comment on their comments, and then start a conversation and
Reach
make
out
some
to
plans.
each other. Reach out to each other.
So,
Any way you know how.
If you are out there and you said, wow, I would really like a stitching buddy. I'm stitching out here all by myself. I want to take
Does
part
the
in
acronym RGV mean anything to you?
No,
if it does.
I was just talking about generally.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. I was just explaining how Stitch Harmony works after that. I think they get the idea that if they're in the RGV, comment below.
Yeah, get it?
So if you are somebody who would like to be our featured commenter for Stitch Harmony,
right,
you can either comment on this video or you can comment on our episode 134, I believe, was our Stitch Harmony video where we first introduced it. I link the first Stitch Harmony video below.
Everybody has been using the hashtag Stitch Harmony since 134.
Yeah.
So if you have time or interest, read through comments from 134 forward.
Yeah, maybe you can find somebody.
And maybe you can find a stitching buddy. And cool. If you would like to comment hashtag Stitch Harmony under this video, go for it. And we look for one every week.
Yes.
That
speaks to us.
That, you know, just has a certain ring to it. And I'm going to tell you what, between Mookie Brady and the RGV, we were all about it. All right. Speaking of comments.
Yes. Hold please.
All right. Pam's pinned comment this week on last week's video comes to us from Ann Downs.
Read us Pam's pinned comment.
And this is directed at Stephanie, which is why she's acting this way.
Story time.
Stephanie! And this is, she said in parentheses, did that come across as screaming? I want it to come across as screaming.
You did.
Those white stitches. You are talented beyond words.
Thank you.
If I were you, I would just sit home all day, every day, and gaze lovingly upon those white stitches.
I do usually.
Actually, sometimes she will get through a whole, and she'll have something to show you in whips, a whole piece that she's working on, and she will say, how do you like them white stitches?
I'm good at cross stitch.
Thank you, Ann Downs. Stephanie especially thanks you.
Thank you.
And that comment was pinned to the top of all the wonderful comments that I read. Stephanie read.
Yes.
And if a response was needed, we responded on last week's video.
Yes.
Let's talk about stitching, shall we?
Okay.
Let's talk about whips first.
All right, I'm going to go first, okay?
Sure. Now you'll see what we were talking about.
Okay. So, I worked on 2 whips this week, but only one of them I'm going to show you because the other ones are finished. So, the one that I've been working on this week more than anything else has been my Baby It's Cold Outside by Heartstring Family. And for those of you that don't know, this is a stitch along that was originally started by Barb and Leanne of Lost and Floss, and then in January we lost Leanne to breast cancer, and Julie from Gulf Coast Stitches and Jen Lee from Jen Lee here on FlossTube and Quirks and Stitches on Instagram decided that they would kind of refuel the fire of the stitch along. And so for people to stitch it in memory of Leanne and for Barb to see just how much her friend was loved by this community. And of course, I know Barb and Leanne personally, and I was all in. And so I have been working on this. This is like the first, I mean, there's a lot of people that have finished it already, but this is like the first stitch along, I feel like I'm really keeping like the pace
Kind
with.
of up with it.
Yeah, I feel like it is. Okay, so I am stitching mine using all of the called for colors except for the green. The green is a color in cotton called Ivy, I believe. And then my fabric is a 32 count linen by Color and Cotton in the color Sampler Gold. Sampler Gold is a color that she has in her line, so I will link Color and Cotton's website below as well. And so that is what I did this week. So all of this stuff over here you saw last week, and then I did this side of the house, and then I did this roof over here, which is a shade darker than that, and then that part of that wall there, and then I am almost done with that wall. I just have a door, and then the other side of the red to do right here. So there's a lot of people that are at Keepsakes, that come to Keepsakes, that are stitching this, and it's really been interesting to talk to people to see like their method of operation for like this. So if you look at this up close, you can see that this is every other stitch is the red, and so I have no problem showing my back off. So this is how I did it, and I did diagonal lines, and then I did all the windows first, and then I would carry over the windows that way, because you can't see them because it's all covered anyhow. So yes,
very, very beautiful.
I'm so pumped that I'm almost done with the house. Like, that's crazy to me. So there is something that's been floating around in regards to putting a cardinal on the piece. I love that idea. Beth Twist, who's the designer of Baby It's Cold Outside, she actually charted a cardinal, which I thought at first I was going to do. And then I saw some people that did it, and then I really looked at it and thought about it, and I was just like, it's humongous. Like, I'd have to, there are, over here on this side, there are, I think, 5 trees. Or just look at the pattern stuff. Well, this cup is in the way, but there's 5 trees here. The cardinal takes, you have to take out 2 trees to put that there, and it's damn near as high as the side of the house. So just, it's a super cute cardinal. Nothing against the cardinal. Anyone that stitched it or Beth Twist, I love you. But it looks not like I want it to look. So I have plans as to what I'm going to do with the cardinal situation. And
it's a really good idea.
It's I haven't seen anyone do it yet, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah,
and
it's a really good idea.
You'll have to probably see it on Instagram or wait for next week's FlossTube.
Yeah,
to see it.
Do you think you'll have it ready by next
Absolutely.
video?
100%.
Okay, 100%.
Because I'm going to, once I finish this house, I'm doing that next.
Okay.
So
Cool.
Keep your eyes peeled for that.
Stay tuned.
I was up. I mean, I stay up late anyhow, and last night I stayed up and was sitting at the kitchen table sketching cardinals everywhere.
Oh my God, the kitchen table.
I know.
Wow.
It gets serious.
That's not routine.
I don't usually sit at the kitchen table.
No.
Okay.
All right. So, my whip, since last week, has been a continuation of, and it's in my diddly daddle cardinal bag.
Yep. Teresa?
No.
Charlie Harper?
Charlie Harper Cardinals.
Yes. But we sent her that fabric.
Oh, that's right. We did. And that is who?
Teresa.
Teresa. Yeah, Teresa. Was looking through Etsy, and I don't see any bags in your Etsy shop.
Well, probably because they're sold out, because every minute she posts them, they get sold immediately.
Is that the case, or we hope you're still making bags? I was a little bit surprised there. Okay, back to cardinal points. This is a collaboration.
I'm pretty sure she's still making bags.
Okay, good.
I have my notifications set for her on Instagram.
Yes. Oh, Instagram. Oh, okay.
And when she posts pictures that say, like, on the cutting table.
Oh.
And then they go right to the Etsy.
And
then
you've
they
seen one recently?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cardinal Points is a collaboration between Gentle Art, Counted Thread Embroidery, and Julia Line from Long Dog Sampler. This is a digital rendition of what it looks like.
It's Long Dog Sampler.
What did I say?
Long Dog Sampler.
It says samplers right here.
I know, but you forgot the S.
Oh,
It's
samplers.
It's a pet peeve of mine. Don't judge me.
Okay. And this was one of my 2 Whip Go pieces for February.
Yes.
And because the other one I finished, so that left the rest of February to work on this.
Yes, ma'am.
And I made some fantastic progress.
You sure did.
My goal is to finish this year. I don't know whether I will or not. But I'm just really happy with where I got to.
I'm gonna miss this one.
Yeah, a lot of people said that on Instagram when I posted, but that's not to say I can't go back to it.
I know, Pam. I'm just saying.
So, anyway. Here we go. The butterflies are needle minders.
I love it so much.
And I got over to the northeast corner.
Yes, you did.
And
Which is the most important corner.
And I got as far down as doing some words.
Yep.
So I'm a little shy of halfway.
And you're stitching this on what, Pam?
I'm stitching this on antique white Lugana.
Yep.
That was given to me by our lovely friend Marissa, who lives up in Canada. And we love her so much. And that was pretty much my singular whip project for this past week.
And so that was... So this will now go away technically for a little while.
It will, technically.
Technically.
And
because it's a new month.
Right. And
what does that mean?
The month is now March.
It is.
So
in case you didn't know.
Jessie Marie called 2 new numbers for March.
Yes.
And I don't remember the numbers that she called, but on my bingo card, one of them was something that was a Mania start.
From 2018.
From 2018.
Oldie but a goodie.
And it's an old one, folks. This is from 2003. It's a Jan Lynn kit, and it's called Oceanfront Property. Okay.
Love it.
2003. Jan Lynn from Chicopee, Mass. There you go.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, I had started the boat, the big red tugboat right there. Trawler or whatever
big red boat.
it is. And so, starting with my morning coffee this morning, I picked up where I left off. And
I just want, before you show this, I need to tell the people.
What?
Okay, so last night, Pam's stitching on Cardinal Points, right? And then she gets to the stopping point, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And she puts it all away, takes her photos, posts on Instagram, all set, right?
Yeah.
It's like roughly 9:30, 10 o'clock at this point, okay? And I'm like dicking around, whatever. I'm messing with stuff, stitching, watching TV, whatever. And I look over and Pam's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And she has her lap desk, right?
Yeah.
So on her lap desk, she's got...
I've got it all laid out
in the key snap
today.
And I said to Pam, I was like, have you stitched anything on that yet? And she was like, no. And I was like, are you seriously waiting until midnight? And she goes, or I might go to bed. Pardon me for breathing. Okay.
No,
and she did not stitch on it until today.
So that's true. I could have. Who's to know?
I wouldn't have ratted you out, though.
But anyway, back to the whip, right?
It was just so funny.
She thought it was funny.
They do, too.
Anyway.
Comment below if you think that's funny. Because next time I'll record it.
Anyway, here she goes. I got my boat done.
Look at that boat.
And so he is... What is this arrangement? I'm not really sure. It's kind of an assortment of nautical pieces that are all displayed together, I guess. It's sort of Americana. There's flowers,
like some buoys and stuff.
Yeah, there's buoys. There's there's a big like beach pail in the bottom that is filled with geraniums. Geraniums are my absolutely favorite flower. Geraniums. Fun fact.
Yes.
Guess you didn't know. So anyway, there you go. So I got the boat. I think I'm going to go up to the little lighthouse.
The little white lighthouse.
The little white lighthouse. But this is going pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not stitching it on the kit Ada. And I think I'm stitching this on Galene, 28 count. 32 count Galene from Under the Sea.
Yeah, which was the fabric of the month.
From Leslie. It's kind of a mottled blue. There's a little bit of a green hint down below. I thought it looked pretty good.
It does.
So, that was today's first day of March.
Yeah, buddy.
Whip Go Start. And my goal, because you can set different goals for different projects on your Whip Go card, is only to do 10 days on that. Not to finish it, only to do 10 days. So I was telling Steph right before we sat down to record, I was like, so I got the boat done in a day, so maybe I'll get the lighthouse done in another day.
You got half the boat done in a day.
Well, this is true. This is true.
This is only 2 days worth of stitching. This is the 1 day for Stitch Mania in 2018 and today.
Really?
I promise.
Yeah.
I promise.
Hashtag retirement.
Yep.
So that was all of our whips.
No.
No, I had another one. I almost forgot. Had another one.
Because you didn't read the notes.
I wanted to put in a little time on my Pams Main because I have a goal to get to a certain point by the end of March. So this is Pams Main. This was a special design as a more or less gift to me from our girls at Twin Peak Primitives. So the idea of this is there is a Sal. If you happen to love Maine, have ties to Maine.
Love Pam, have ties to Pam.
I don't know.
If any of you have ties to Pam, I'm going to need to know about that. Thank you.
Anyway, we're not going to require...
Sister.
No, we're not going to require DNA testing.
No.
But anyway, it's obviously a very big design. I'm doing it on 28. It's absolutely humongous.
You are?
I'm pretty sure. Or is it 32?
I think it's 30.
I always get those two.
I know you do. It's okay.
Anyway, it depicts 3 main lighthouses. And I had a goal of finishing the middle section by the time we went to Holland.
Yes.
And I made that goal. My next goal is to do Seguin Lighthouse by the end of March. And then do Cape Elizabeth Light by June 24th, which is my 65th birthday. So
wait, I thought that you were doing this lighthouse.
No, I'm doing this one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, sorry.
Okay?
Yep.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway.
Yes, I'm okay. Thanks.
So anyway, that's kind of my order, and of course to complete the border and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So the 2 hashtags, either or, doesn't matter. Pam's Main Sale or Pam's Birthday Sale.
Yeah.
Either one. There is a Facebook group.
I will link the Facebook group below.
And you are welcome to join just to watch.
Yeah.
You don't have to be stitching it.
Correct.
I do not care.
Yeah.
Hashtag pick your battles.
Right.
So, like I said, it is super huge. And so I will hold it up as best I can.
I'll help you, Pam.
Okay, good. So, this is probably going to go over the mantle.
Dang, this is so big.
I know. So, anyway, okay, you see the middle part. That was all done in December.
All of this.
Now we'll fold it this way. Okay, did you see?
That was all done in December. All of this middle portion.
Right. And
West Quaddy.
West Quaddy. And this is Seguin.
Look at him.
And what I ended up doing, I love him. the little lighthouse guy with his striped shirt.
Yeah, he's cute.
Probably from LL Bean.
Probably.
And I ended up back stitching this lighthouse.
That's great.
It just disappeared on this light blue.
Yep. But that's okay.
So, that was...
That's really good.
That's my needle minder, that little
seagull
thing. That's not in the picture. He's just riding along.
He's in for the ride, as they say.
And yeah. So,
cool. Fantastic.
So that was my other whip that I almost forgot.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I see some of my DMC is...
Pam, don't lose your DMC.
Swimming around in this beautiful project bag from our friend Becca.
Yep.
Down at my Stitchy home. Go watch her. She's also a lovely quilter, and she's just a lovely person.
Bag is great.
All around.
Yes. All right.
All right.
We are on to
finishes.
So, we are doing ornament of the month, and so I know we've explained it before, but basically Pam and I are both doing 10 ornaments in the year 2020. 5 of them will be Christmas and 5 of them will be Halloween. We have a wheel, we spin it every month, and last month I had, for February, I had Halloween, and between the baby it's cold outside sale and other things I was stitching and being just generally busy in February.
Right.
And the month is shorter by 3 days. And so I realized, I was like, oh boy.
The month is actually longer by 1 day.
February?
Well, it's generally the shortest month.
I know it's shorter than the other months.
But then we did get the extra leap day yesterday.
This is true.
Okay. Keep
Whatever. However, I was like, oh, I need to get that done. So last weekend when Pam was away at a retreat, I was able to get a lot done. And then between American Idol on Sunday night after we recorded our video, and then The Bachelor on Monday night, I was pretty good. And so I finished it this week. And this is called Trick or Treat Pals. It is from the 2016 issue of Just Cross Stitch Halloween edition. Just Cross Stitch Magazine Halloween issue. 2016. And it is by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And I did it in all the called for colors. And it is stitched on 32 count Jobelan in Nessie by Under the Sea Fabrics, which was also another fabric of the month.
Right.
And it is done. Look at those little butt heads. Aren't they so cute? They're so cute.
I hope that when it's finished...
Yes.
That there's enough around all sides to...
See the fabric?
See the fabric.
Okay.
I don't know if that's possible, but...
Well, I could just tell them to finish it with that much border around it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want it finished, like, right up to the border.
No, because that would make it kind of small anyway. But you got to show off some of that fabric, I feel. Yeah, something like that. Or however she ends up doing it.
We'll see. I haven't decided if I want this as a pillow or as... Flat. But it's so cute. It always turns out way cuter than I had imagined.
Oh, yeah.
And this candy corn border took forever. Forever.
Yeah.
But it's done. My February ornament is done. I finished it in February.
Now, let me look at this a minute.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
I was just thinking of who's the designer that puts little smiles on things like moons and pumpkins?
Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery.
Oh, but you didn't have that issue with this design.
No, not really, because they didn't put a smile on the moon.
Right.
They didn't put a smile. They put smiles on the people, but that makes sense.
Right.
And the trick or treat bucket.
Because generally you don't care for that.
No. I take the smiles off the weird inanimate objects.
Yeah, inanimate objects don't get smiles.
Yes. So.
Okay. Wow.
Happy finishes, everyone. All right.
Wow. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Pam. And we have a special category that we don't have all the time. And I say that every time we have it. And honestly, it is rare that either of us, actually get something finished for us. That's not for a smalls exchange.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you've watched our channel for a while, you know that one of my probably favorite things I've stitched recently has been Winter Fox by Not Forgotten Farm. I bought the chart. I saw it stitched at Country Sampler, which is a needlework shop in Spring Green, Wisconsin. And the stitched model that they had was converted to different colors by the employees of Country Sampler. So the conversion is available only through Country Sampler. So I will link their shop below with their phone number or whatever if you want to purchase it. So I was like, I just want it done, and I want it FFO'd, and I want to show it off in my house, and I want to look at it because it's pretty. I had a blast stitching it, and I think that it is a good hybrid between the progression of my stitching aesthetic.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's cutesy, but it's also a little bit prim. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of where I'm moving more towards in my stitching aesthetic. So, I got mine finished by the incredibly talented Jan Calvert. She does the finishing at Keepsakes, for things like pillows and, drums and things like that. Anything that involves a sewing machine, Jan does. And so I gave it to her. I knew that I wanted wool on the back. And other than that, I said, have at it. And so I got it back this week. So this is the front. See, cutesy, but kind of prim. I opted for nothing around the edge. I didn't think it needed it between the penny rug border and the snow on the bottom. And then this is the wool on the back. And come on, Foxy. And then this is this is kind of a signature of Jan's, is where she puts a pin on somewhere. And it's a little fox pin. Isn't it so cute? And like, she said that she chose this wool because she thought that it mirrored the trees really well. So it kind of looks like the trees a little bit, which I have to agree with. So I absolutely love this. I want to read the screenshot. And so nice. It's so cute. It is stuffed so well. But I expect nothing less from Jan at this point. So this is a perfect example of like, hey, I don't really care what you do with it. I have this idea, but like, you're the finisher, so have fun. And I love it so much.
It's always perfect.
So I'm going to set this little guy up on the mantle for the whole month of March.
Yeah.
And look at him because he's handsome. So if you love this and you want to stitch it in these colors, then I highly, highly recommend contacting Country Sampler.
Yeah,
getting this.
For sure.
So thank you, Jan. I love it.
Yeah, it's lovely. So let's talk about deals.
Let's talk about deals. All right. So Twin Peak Primitives. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
We always have a pattern of the week. They are two incredible ladies, and they are from the Netherlands. And we have been working with them for probably close to 2 years now at this point. And the first promotion we're going to talk about with them is the pattern of the week. And so every week we go through their entire library of charts, and we pick a chart that we love, that we think that you will love too. We tell the girls what it is. They say, okay, and then they make it 20% off for all of our wonderful viewers. So, what is the pattern of the week this week,
The pattern of the week this week is Stitch Toolbox Sampler. And there is also, we don't have a picture of it in what we're going to show you next, but there's also a little design of a silhouette, I think, that comes with it.
Twofer?
Huh? So it's a twofer. And it's 20% off for the whole week or until our next video.
Yes.
And
let's put a picture in first.
Let's do that.
All right, so we'll put a picture of Stitch Toolbox Sampler here. If you love Stitch Toolbox Sampler, like we love Stitch Toolbox Sampler, then you can get your copy of the Pattern of the Week from a few different sources. If you would like a PDF download of the chart, instant gratification, if you will, then you can purchase yours through the Twin Peak Primitives Etsy shop or the Twin Peak Primitives website, which both will be linked below. If you would rather have a hard copy of the chart, which is totally fine with us, you can get your hard copy exclusively through Beach Cottage Stitchers, also linked below. Beach Cottage Stitchers is a online needlework shop. So just make sure that you mention that you heard about the discount from our videos to get your 20% off.
Yes. And we also, while we're on the topic of Twin Peak Primitives,
let's talk about our trip to...
Guess what? We're going to...
Italy
in September. If you recall, in December last year, 2019, the twins came up with this fantastic idea to enter everybody who bought... what was it called? Tracking the Seasons. Whoa. And then you were entered to go on the trip with us. You get to go just for a $20 chart. Yeah. You could be the winner, just like our friend Norma, who won last year. So,
can I have my pen back, please?
No, I wanted to write something in here.
Okay, well, write it down.
Because I have to write it while I'm thinking about it.
All right, so if you would like to have the third ticket to go to Italy with us in September...
There you go.
Thank you. Yeah, okay. So if you would like the third ticket to go, they have designed a exclusive chart for the trip as well. Right. So the chart is called the Springfield 1817 Sampler. It's absolutely gorgeous. When you go look for your Pattern of the Week, then make sure you look that chart up as well. There is no discount for that chart because if you win, then you get a trip to Italy for free.
Right.
So
it's actually both the Netherlands and Italy.
It is, yes.
Did you say that?
No.
Okay, so if you recall, in December, we went to the Netherlands and we had a stitch day in Roden at the Handwork Boutique with the lovely Annemiek, who is now doing FlossTube.
Yes.
And we love her because we love listening to her talk.
Yes.
And that was a one-day event.
It was.
And then we toured around mostly the Netherlands, Germany.
A little bit of Germany.
And a little bit of Belgium. It was lovely. We had a great time. We thought it was the trip of a lifetime.
So we thought we'd do it again.
And then they said, okay, this is what we have in mind for 2020.
Yeah.
And it involves expanding the event in Roden to 2 days. And then we go to Italy for this international cross-stitch show, which is in Bologna.
Yes.
And
I thought it was in Modena.
But that's like near Bologna. But most people have heard of
Bologna.
Yeah, most people have heard of Bologna, I think, as opposed to Modena or Modena or whatever, however you say it. So it's going to be a massive trip, and it's going to come earlier than the 2019 trip.
It is. We're going in September.
It's going to come up in September, people.
It is.
So, are we going to insert a picture this week?
Nope.
Okay, so next week we'll insert a picture, but you can go look at the sampler.
Yeah, when they get the Pattern of the Week.
And when you get the Pattern of the Week, just pick up that other chart.
I mean, just add to cart. Check out now.
Okay, and what else do you want to say about Dutch Mania 2020?
So basically what happens is that if you purchase the chart from any of the 3 places we've already mentioned, a PDF download from the Twin Peak Primitives website or Etsy, or if you get your hard copy from Beach Cottage Stitchers, your name automatically goes onto the list to potentially win that third ticket. If you buy your copy of Springfield 1817 Sampler from your local needlework shop, like, I don't know, Keepsakes, or another local needlework shop, the twins need to know that you purchased it, right?
So they can enter you in the contest for the trip.
Put your name on the list. So, how are they going to find out that you bought the chart? Well, you need to post a photo of yourself with the chart and use the hashtag DutchMania2020.
Right.
Hashtag #.
Right.
We've talked about this. DutchMania2020.
Right.
And then they periodically check the hashtag for entries. And then on August 2nd, I believe. Our first video in August is when we will pull a winner.
So exciting.
Okay.
So exciting.
Very, very exciting.
Okay, so is that all we have to say about promos
That
Twin Peak primitives
That is.
and trips and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff? All right. Guess what? It's time for, you know what? Mail call. We don't have any mail call. Zippo.
Our mailbox is empty.
Yeah. So
I'm just kidding. It's not actually empty, but we didn't have any mail call this
no,
week.
we did. Yeah.
So we're just gonna cruise right on through the hall.
Yeah.
You know?
We're just like
Just seamless transition. Seamless. All right. And I'm the only one with haul.
correct.
Yes. Okay. So.
Oh yeah, you got those. Yeah.
Okay. First is a chart that I got at Keepsakes.
You found that at Keepsakes?
Well, maybe you'll listen. If you listen now, you can hear the story. Okay. So, thank you. So, I signed up when I was at Country Sampler in August of last year. I actually signed up for their newsletter. So, every so often they like update their layouts in their shop, and they send pictures and show you what's new and all the things. Well, every time I get it, I just cruise through and see like what new things they have and what their color conversions are, because that's kind of like what their shtick is, what they're known for, is taking a chart and totally primming it down, or at least changing the colors completely. And so I actually saw this chart in one of my Country Sampler newsletters, and I saw it, and then I could have bought the kit from Country Sampler. I could have. However, and you'll see after I show you the chart that I actually like the called for floss, and I'm going to stitch it on the fabric that they stitched it on. So, I saved myself a couple of pennies doing it this way. And so the chart that I saw is called Yes, Virginia, and it is by Remembering Bygone Stitches.
I wonder if that's the same. Is it?
Yes.
As Bygone?
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
So this is what it looks like. And Country Sampler has their model stitched on, it is the gingham fabric by Weeks Dye Works, and it's like the Aztec gingham, which is a brick red color. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to stitch it on there.
Yeah.
Now you might be asking yourself what the words say on here, and then let me read it to you. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. Thank God. He lives, and he lives forever. 1,000 years from now, Virginia, nay, 10 times 10,000 years from now, he will continue to make glad the heart of childhood. And that was Francis Vercellus Church, The Sun editorial, New York City, September 21st, 1897.
That's amazing. 1897.
Right? And they actually use... Okay, so Santa's silhouette called for was with Splendor, which is basically like a Petite Treasure Braid Kreinig situation.
Wow.
Yeah. And then they use Petite Treasure Braid in gold for
The words.
the words.
Wow.
Yes. So,
What are you going to do?
I am going to use probably something like Shaker White or Grits or something for the white.
Okay.
And then I will use a...
Petite Treasure Braid?
No.
I mean...
it's some sort of overdyed gold color.
Oh, no sparkly.
No sparkly. No.
So country it down a little bit.
Country it down. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So, I have no problem doing that. So,
Cool.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this. I love this so much.
And you found it at Keepsakes?
I ordered it.
Oh, you ordered it and it came in. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Because I don't know if you heard at the top of the show where I talked about how I do all the ordering for Keepsakes.
Shut up.
So I know how to get stuff. Yeah.
She's a smart mouth every once
I
in a while.
am.
Every once in a while.
I am. And then it has been a hot minute, people, since I have bought anything off of Stash Unload. I don't know why. But
I was on there.
I know.
I said
know.
this woman, this stitcher,
she's got a lot of
listing a bunch of prairie schoolers, and so I literally handed Steph my phone, and she just went, "Yep, here I go."
So I am collecting.
And we're talking cardstock here.
Yes, these are card stock. So I'm kind of in the process of inventorying my chart collection. And I realized that I thought I had all 12 of these, and I do not have all 12 of them. I don't have hardly any of them, actually, of the months from Prairie Schooler. And so I picked up May. I love it. Mm-hmm. And I'm really not a sheep person, but I think it's super, super cute. Mm-hmm. And I really like the 4-squared one over here.
I'm looking at the chart on the back side.
I really like over here. Yeah. The little billy goat on top of the hay. Yeah. So funny. Yeah. And so May says, May brings flocks of pretty lambs skipping by their fleecy dams.
Cute.
So cute.
Cute.
And then the other one that I picked up was Measure of a Year. And so they have, you could do it either way. Mm-hmm. As you can see, some of the charts are copied. So it goes,
yeah, or do a 4-square.
Or you can do a 4-square. So the big one says 4 seasons fill the measure of a year. And then, or you could do spring, summer, fall, winter. Yep. So, very lovely.
Lovely.
Yes. So that was my haul.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's talk about plans, shall we?
Yes.
All right. I am doing WIPGO for March, and I showed you my shorefront property. The other chart that was on my WIPGO bingo card is Old Glory by Shepherd's Bush. Okay? Old Glory by Shepherd's Bush.
There you go.
And
what does it say?
Good question. I don't know.
Oh, it's just the alphabet. Okay.
Yeah. And this.
I think the frame that's what was throwing me off, because the painted frame on the inside says America, USA, Stars and Stripes.
That's part of the frame.
Yes.
That's not part of the design.
I know. Thank you.
So this will be my other.
Holy crap! You're gonna get that done quicker than quick.
I don't know. So this is I started in the middle, I guess. So I have the middle line done.
Yeah, you've only done 1 day's worth of work on that.
Yeah. So I don't know.
You started that for Mania in 2019.
The plan, since we're in plans.
Yes, tell me
the plan is to do 10 days on
shorefront property,
and then the rest of the month on
Old Glory.
This. Now, if I should happen to finish this,
what you gonna do?
I'll go back to shorefront property.
Oh, okay.
And do more than 10 days. I'll exceed my...
Or could you go back to Cardinal Points since you've already...
I don't know. It'll depend on my mood.
I vote for Cardinal Points.
It'll depend on my mood. So, I will continue with WIPGO.
Yes.
And...
would you like to see the ornaments we're going to do for March?
Yeah, so...
We both spun the wheel, so... For those of you who missed it, in January and in February, I spun my wheel and got Halloween. Pam, however, spun the wheel and got Christmas, January and February. So we were both kind of hoping to get a different thing.
Get the opposite. I did. So I got Halloween this time.
Yes, you did.
So that meant I had to pick a Halloween one out of the collection that we had gathered.
No, it automatically picks it for you.
It picked this one?
It picked that one specifically, yes.
Wheels are amazing.
Yes.
So this is one that's been in my stash for a long time. And this is just a copy out of Cross Stitcher magazine from the UK.
Do you know what year, by any chance?
I have no clue.
Awesome.
No clue. It's a Archie. And it must have been in the fall. But I don't know what year, so that doesn't help you at all, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, it is called Trick or Treat. Hello, Archie, Trick or Treat.
And it's by Margaret Cherry.
And it's Margaret Cherry. And
look at them.
There they are.
Look at them.
There they are.
I can't wait for this.
My little notation is just my little note on how to cut my fabric. Mm-hmm. And I don't know whether it was the color of this page.
I was just thinking that.
I decided that I would put it on... What is this now?
Masquerade.
Masquerade by PTP.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it on this.
Woo!
And
call me.
So yeah. So don't you think?
I do.
I mean, look at the purple.
Yeah, it's perfect.
splotches, and the purple in Archie's. Where am I?
This is more fun to watch you do that.
In Archie's
that's
cape.
fantastic. Oh, it's going to be great.
So, so that'll be also in March. So stay tuned for progress reports on that.
And I don't have a color photo, and I don't have my fabric over here. But I landed on Christmas, and I will be stitching from a freebie from Brooks Books. Merry Christmas, Grumpy Kitty.
There you go.
So, I'm going to stitch it on the 28 count Lugana in Dwarf by Picture This Plus, which is a blue fabric.
Right.
So it's going to be super cute. I'm very excited.
Yes.
And I will link Brooks Books below so you can go get your free copy of Grumpy Cat.
It's a freebie.
I mean, stop it.
Right.
Ho, ho, no.
Yeah. Ho, ho, no. So, beyond that, we need to tell you what also started today.
Yes.
And that is another monthly event.
Yeah.
Used on Instagram called Common Threaded Stitcher. This was the brainchild of Kia B.
Yes.
At Kia B on FlossTube. And it was humongously successful.
It was. We did it in August of 2019.
Yes.
And so basically what it is it is a Instagram cross-stitch community building activity.
Exactly.
So, there is a launch team of which Pam and I are both a part of that. And Kia and her husband Nathan are obviously on there. And there are a few other wonderful people that are involved in the launch team as well. And so every day there are prompts.
Right.
And so it's not required that you do every day, but it's just fun too if you like to.
So Kia came up with all the prompts.
Yes.
There's one for
each day of the month.
every day of March.
Yes.
So 31 new prompts.
Yep.
And you'll see them on Instagram, and you are encouraged to participate.
Yes.
It is a wonderful, wonderful, as Steph said, community building activity.
Yes.
We are all about that here at Just Keep Stitching. And so there was no hesitation in us jumping on again this year.
Because obviously we all share the same like or love or passion for cross stitch. That's kind of a given, right?
Yeah.
But what Common Threaded Stitcher does is it gives us the opportunity to learn things about other people or people that we already know or meet new people, and you're like, I didn't know that you also loved Eminem. Oh my gosh, well, let's be best friends, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just a way to interact with people that you maybe just comment on their cross stitch, and now you're learning something new about them, and you share that same thing,
right?
And it blossoms this friendship, which is amazing.
Right.
And so how do you participate? So the number one question I get is, how do I participate? The easiest way to do it is, so everyone that's on the launch team, so on my Instagram page, usually around noon on each day, I will post my prompt for that day. You can take a screenshot of, so Kia has created these graphics for each day with the day's prompts, and then you can just take a screenshot of that and then post it, and then there you go.
And talk about what the day's topic is.
Correct. So, and like answer the prompt question. So here's the thing. In order for us to know that you are participating, there's two things that you need to do. One is use the hashtag Common Threaded Stitcher.
Right.
And then also it is super helpful if you tag us in your post.
Right.
So you can either tag us in the photo or in your comment in your description of your photo. Either way works, but that way we can follow, because I can look and see who has tagged me in a post, and then I can go to your post and I can read it and I can interact and all the things. If you just put something up there and don't tag us, then we don't know that you're doing it.
And we want to get to know you.
Yes, we do.
And
we do.
Today's been the first day, so don't feel like you missed the boat.
Yeah.
Hop on any old time.
And like I said, you're not required to do every day. If
You're
you
not
can
required
do it,
to do anything.
if you can do it for just a few days, then that's fine. Do
Absolutely.
it when you can. If there's a question you're like, I don't know what to answer with that, then skip that day.
Just skip that day. So the response already, we've gotten through March 1st pretty much, and it's been phenomenal already. And I love putting faces with Instagram names.
Yes, it's
I
very
think
exciting.
that's fabulous. If you can look at this mug, I can look at yours, and we're all friends. So, anyway, that's what Common Threaded Stitcher is. If you're on Instagram, you'll see it. It's a good reason to hop on Instagram if you aren't on Instagram yet.
And I'll list all the launch team members below and their Instagram handles so you know who they are.
Right.
Okay.
And that's pretty much going to do it.
Yes. Heads up that our video next week will be late. No questions about it.
She's going to be going to Nashville, and she's not going to want to make a video when she's still recuperating from that.
Correct.
Not only market weekend, but market day at Keepsakes on Monday.
Correct.
So there's a very good chance that we won't be back on YouTube until Tuesday at the earliest.
Yes.
So just be forewarned. And
I'm sure you all understand.
Everybody, have a great week.
Yeah.
Make time to stitch. Good luck with all your sals and your Whip-Go and your Common Threaded Stitcher. Go over and get the weekly promo chart.
Yes.
And grab that lovely sampler and try
to Italy with us.
Try for a trip to Italy with us in September. And in the meantime, we're going to be, we kind of are getting into a practice of sometimes being away from each other for a weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And it's proved to be quite healthy, actually.
Okay. I'm glad.
She's going to be gone from Friday morning to Sunday night. And
you'll be fine, Pam.
So I have lots of stitching to do, lots of reading to do.
I'll leave instructions on like how to turn the TV on and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. She knows how to turn the TV on. Don't worry.
I know how to turn the TV on. Anyway, that's going to do it. We appreciate everybody who stops in, and we hope you have a great week.
Yes.
Take time to stitch. See you next time. I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching. Bye.